Good morning, my beautiful people. Um, okay, so it's a really small world that we truly live in. Like, I don't know how else to explain it. It's really a small world. I truly believe that people come into our lives for a reason, and yeah, another story time, So, for those of you, that are wondering why you haven't seen me on TikTok for like a day, and that's not normal for me, um, but I'm grounded from TikTok. Initially, it was for 7 days, but because one of my videos got taken down, however, they restored it within a few hours. But I'm still grounded from TikTok until Thursday, until the 9th. I'm not too sure why. I emailed them and said, I appreciate your promptness on, you know, getting my video restored, whoop whoop. However, why am I still being punished for something that you guys should not have taken down? Like, please, just explain this to me so that I can have a better understanding of how you do and why you do the things that you do. So, anywho, we're gonna do another story time real quick. I'm trying to think of what the second video that I posted about my clientele on TikTok was about. Mm. Mm. I know the first one was about, the shitness. The second one, man, I don't know. I think there's only 3 I posted, right? Yeah? No? Yeah? I don't know. I'm trying to think. I think like the second one was um, making this guy cry. I think that's what it was. So, okay. This guy picked me up one night, and you know, my first conversation when I go up to a car, even talking to a client, whatever, is what are you looking to get into? Like, what are you wanting to do? Okay, and so what he told me initially was, I just want to buy just a moment of your time. It's not going to take up much of your time, maybe like 30 or 45 minutes. And I said, okay, well, what are you exactly wanting to do? Because at this point, like, I've already had so many weird people, like, approach me, and I just need to know what I'm, jumping into here, okay? And he said, oh, it's nothing like that. It's just like the regular, just a regular, time, regular moment, And so when he said a regular moment, I initially just resorted back to, a hit and run type thing. Okay, so I'm like, okay, well, let's just get this over with. So I, got into the passenger seat. We went back to his house, and so he initially told me, he was like, well, I'm too embarrassed to say what I really want. When he said that to me, my heart started jumping, it started pounding, because you just never know. And you can never, ever be too careful about, especially when it comes to clients and meeting these clients. There's been a few incidents where they kept me longer than agreed upon. Beatings happened, rapes happened, gang rapes happened a few times. So, that was what I was resorting to when he said, oh, well, I'm scared to really admit what I really want. I always think about the negative of everything, okay? I don't do that now, but I did back then, because you can never be too careful, and you always have to look out for yourself. And I was the only one looking out for myself. Like, I didn't have anybody else looking out for me, like a friend, nothing like that, which was fine. That's how, I wanted it. But it would have been nice to have somebody, there with me. That's anyway. So, anywho, I was like, well, at this point, I'm thinking like this guy is going to either like rape me, he's going to, he's going to torture me. Like there's something that's just not right. Something is off. I don't know why I thought that, but I did. So I'm thinking like, okay, I just got to be nice to this guy because I want to leave. Like I just had this uneasy feeling in my chest. I don't know. So I was like, well, listen, everything is fine. You could just tell me what you want. I've heard it all, honey. I've heard it all. Like nothing comes to me, surprisingly anymore in this field. Okay. So he proceeds to say, well, okay. Literally took 5 minutes for him to get out the words that he wanted me to humiliate him. He wanted me to make him cry. I said, excuse me? And I looked around. I was like, is there anybody else here? He was like, no, it's just me and you. I'm like, okay. And so I'm looking at the pictures on the walls. He looked like he was married, had a few kids and stuff. And I don't ask about my client's personal life. That's their business. I don't care. But something told me to ask him, are you married? Like, what's going on here? Just, I don't know why, but and I asked him, like, are you married? He's like, I have been married, for 15 years. Woo. I'm like, okay. I said, okay, so what do you exactly mean you want me to make you cry? Like, do you want me to, like, physically hurt you? Like, you just need to clarify a few things here. So, he said, no, I want you to make fun of me. I want you to humiliate me. I want you to literally hurt my feelings. I said, I don't know if I can do that. Like, that's exactly what I said. And normally I don't do that. I don't say that because money is money and money talks, okay? But he was like, look, I will pay you more, on top of what we agreed upon. If you, the more you make me cry, the more upset I am, the more I will pay you. I said, oh, okay. What? Okay. So I did. And he was this, awkward looking fellow. I don't know how else to explain him, but it was only for like 15 or 20 minutes. During those 15 or 20 minutes, I resorted back to me being the John. And I was acting as if he was me. So I resorted back to, our roles were reversed. Because there were a lot of Johns that I have came across in my day that used to talk mad fucking shit to me. and to other girls. Like, I literally would hear them talk mad shit. Okay? They would act like they're superior and they're so much better than us. Oh my God, I would never allow my wife or girlfriend or baby mama or anybody that I know to do what you're doing. You're so nasty, you're filthy, you're disgusting. Like, that sort of fucking thing. Okay, well, we're so fucking nasty and disgusting and filthy. Why the fuck are you paying us to spend time with us? Like, make it make motherfucking sense. Why aren't you spending this money on your wife then, buddy? There's a reason, stupid motherfucker. Anyway, so yeah, that's I acted as if I was one of the Johns. I was one of the clientels, and he was a fucking peasant to me, because a lot of the fucking Johns that I came across in my day, that's how they fucking act. That's how they acted. They acted like they were just so much better. Oh, hell would freeze over, if I would ever allow my wife or do anything that you do. Get the fuck out of here. I'm pretty sure your wife would feel the same thing if she knew that your fucking nasty, scandalous, having ass was sitting right here paying a fucking hooker to talk to you. You stupid, nasty motherfucker. And it's sad because most of the time I will allow these Johns to talk to me like that, disgracefully, because I needed the money, you know? And like I said, money talks and bullshit walks. And looking back on it, if I literally had somebody talk to me the way these motherfucking Johns used to talk to me, I would be in jail. I would be locked up. Yes, the fuck I would. I would be on an episode of Snapped. And I'm really surprised that I actually never went there. I'm really fucking surprised. I'm really surprised, to be honest. You know, and I felt bad. You know, while I was doing these things to and saying these things to this guy, you know, and he literally, he was upset, you know. He shed a couple tears here and there. But I could see, you know, he was a white guy, of course. But I could see like his face turning every shade but white. And so, like, after I was done, right, I remember he was like, oh, I could take you back. I said, no, that's fine. I can just walk, okay? I had to walk that shit off. I don't know why that bothered me so much than shitting on a guy's chest. I don't know why. I don't know why. But I remember walking back to where I was at that night and thinking to myself, man, like, what happened? What happened in his life for him to want that to happen to him? You know, I don't know. I felt really, during the moment, I didn't feel bad at all. Because, like I said, money talks. But I felt really bad afterwards. I was walking home, I'm like, man, I felt like, I mean, I always felt like a piece of shit after I did the things that I did, right, to make money. But that particular night, I felt really bad because I used to say the most nastiest, awful shit to people that used to piss me the fuck off, okay? Especially ones who were really close to me, or I thought that was close to me, and I thought that, you know, I thought that I was close to them. So when they would piss me off or whatever, or I felt like I was getting played, I used to say the most nasty shit to them. But this just hit me on a whole different level. I don't even know how to explain it, you know. And I'd never get my feelings involved, ever. And I felt like somebody had asked me yesterday, like, you know, was it hard for me to do the work that I did, knowing that I was, you know, a closet lesbian? I was like, no, actually, it made it easier just because of that. Because my feelings were never involved, you know? And I didn't enjoy sex. I never enjoyed sex one time with a man, ever. Like, when I say ever, I mean ever. But for some reason, this particular moment, this incident, like, really, it just hit me different. But that was one of my highest paid moments back in the day. And let me say this, okay? Somebody said, oh, 300, you know, talking about, you know, the shitness episode incident. You know, somebody was like, oh, $300 is nothing, honey. Back in the day, $300 was gold, honey. I don't know, like, where you come from, but here, it's not like New York or fucking LA or, you know, wherever the fuck, okay? These are literally the streets of the streets of the streets. Like, girls do more shit for $10, $15, you know? So, unfortunately, you know what I mean? But, yeah, I just had to say that. Anyways, I can't wait for my TikTok, my main page, to get back up. You know, I miss you guys. I know you guys, you know, a few of you follow me on here or subscribe to me on here, and I really do appreciate and love each and every single one of you. So, yeah, I'll be back tomorrow with another story time. And I think tomorrow is what? The girl, the threesome, but not the threesome. the wife when she had me sleep with her husband and she was watching and she got really fucking pissed. That was the most awkward moment of my life. I still took the motherfucking money and left though.